Hey guys, my name's Dave from Guitar Zero to Hero, and in this video I'm going to be teaching you how I built this guitar case rack and this guitar rack. And later in the video I'll be talking about a couple of general maintenance and care tips for your guitar. Now I've been looking for a better way to organize and showcase my guitars, and I came across these beautiful wooden guitar racks from a brand called String Swing. It's a US brand, so all their parts and components are made in the USA, so it's very high quality stuff. Previously, I've been using a cheap guitar rack that I just got off eBay, but yeah, I definitely wanted something that was going to complement my guitars more and really make them look nice. And these wooden finishes just look great and really complement the decor of my house a little better, so I decided to go with these. I'm going to quickly show you the build process for knocking up one of these. And it's a bit of fun, especially if you like IKEA furniture or Lego building, then you'll enjoy building one of these as well. And all you need is a screwdriver as well, so it's pretty simple. Now I'll give you a brief overview of the guitar rack and its capacity. So it has 6 of these guitar neck slots, so you can fit up to 6 thin body electric guitars. Now acoustic guitars are obviously going to be a bit wider, so you're only going to be able to fit about 3 acoustic guitars on these guitar racks. Now the neck slots up here are protected by a rubber. It's quite a hard rubber, but it is soft, so it's not going to damage your neck or anything. Now it is soft enough to protect the neck of your guitar, but it also feels quite durable as well. So it's a harder sort of rubber than, you know, the soft foam that you get on the cheap guitar racks. You get the same rubber material down at the bottom as well, on 2 contact points. So at the front and at the back here. So the bottom of your guitar isn't going to touch or make contact with wood at any point. It's always going to be touching rubber here, here, and there. Now in terms of colors, these come in 2 different wood finishes. This is the black walnut, so it's a bit darker, and then you can get oak, which is a bit lighter, and the guitar case rack that I've got back here is the oak. But yeah, when you take this out of the package, you'll notice it's a really nice quality wood, and it's been finished beautifully, so some high quality craftsmanship there from the US. As far as the case rack goes, it's more or less the same as the guitar rack in terms of color combinations. So you can get oak here or you can get black walnut. But the only difference really is that this case rack doesn't have any of those rubber edges. So it is strictly just for putting your guitar cases on. Now, because keeping your guitar in its case is technically the best way to keep it in a good condition, then the guitar case rack is really handy because it's just a great way to store these cases so you can leave your guitars in them and then sit them up on the case rack. And by sitting them on the guitar case rack like this, you're not going to be risking damaging your walls or worrying about your cases falling over either. So it's a great way to save space wherever you keep your guitars because you can just rest them up like that and it's going to leave just a much smaller footprint in your home. Now, sometimes I get asked what's the best way to take care of your guitar and store your guitar when you're not playing it. Now, there's varying opinions of this, but generally speaking, the best place to put your guitar when you're not playing it is in its hard case, if you have one. But that's not quite all. The case and the guitar should be in a well-climatized room as well, ideally with 40 to 50% humidity. That's the ideal way to store your guitar, but of course, most people aren't going to be able to control the humidity in their room and whatnot. Now, unless you live in super hot or super cold climates, leaving your guitars on a guitar case like this, generally speaking, is fine. You just need to make sure that you keep an eye on them, dust them every now and then, and just make sure it's in a nice room environment. But if you do live in a super humid or super dry environment, then you do need to be careful with your guitars, especially your acoustic guitars, because shrinking and swelling and warping are very much issues associated with those climates. Then the best way to take care of your acoustic guitars is to use some of these. Now, these are Humidity Packs. Now, these are jelly-like packs that you put into your guitar case when you're storing your guitar. And these will ensure that the humidity in the case of your guitar is maintained at 40 to 50%, which is the ideal humidity. So if you really want to take care of your acoustic guitars, then I would recommend these. I have them for all my acoustic guitars as well. I don't live in a super humid environment, but personally, I just want to be super careful with my guitars, and therefore I use these Humidity Packs. So I hope you guys have enjoyed watching me build these awesome string swing guitar racks, and I just love them so much. They make my guitars look so awesome on display. Definitely better than the cheaper alternatives, and they work fine, don't get me wrong, but yeah, if you want a really nice way to showcase your guitars, I think these are the way to go. There's links in the description below to everything I've mentioned in this video. If you have any questions or comments, and please leave them below as well. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and I'll see you guys next time on Guitar Zero to Hero. Cheers.